Hello, friends. Welcome to Channeling with Teresa. In this video, we're going to explore what happens when we die with Babaji Krishna. So let's focus on Babaji and take in a few nice breaths and invite Babaji into your consciousness as you try to tune your consciousness into his. Greetings, my friends. It has always been such a mystery what happens when we die. But you've all done it lots of times. And it does not have to be a scary thing. It is a very beautiful, beautiful thing. It's the most important thing you do in your incarnation besides coming in and being born. But being born into the astral is equally as important and sacred. I'd like to start by asking Teresa to share a story with you. Okay, I'm going to share the story of the only time I have been with someone special to me. It happened to be my first golden retriever when she passed. So the night before Chloe passed, she was pacing around the house all night, and it seemed like she wanted to go outside, but I'd let her out, and then she'd come back in, and this happened, and she was just unsettled the whole night. And the next day, the telephone rings, and it's the vet. And the vet starts talking about what it would be like for me to euthanize her. And it was something that I did not want to do. And we spoke for a little bit, and I hung up. And then, interestingly, almost right after that, my dog was near a door in the house, and she sits up and she does this spinal twist, and she turns and turns and turns and just does this full twist and then collapses on the ground. And I went over to her and I'm like, okay, this is it. And I put one hand on the point between her eyebrows, and I put my other hand on her base, on her backside. So I'm holding both ends of her spine. And I'm oming and I'm praying. And I hear a voice say, let go, you're holding her in her spine. And I'm like, oh, right. So I lift my hands off and I continue to om for her. And I hear her take a breath. Pause, 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 pause. And then there was another breath. And then a long pause, 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 and then a slower breath. And an even longer pause this time. And each time I'm like, well, is that the last one? And then one more breath happened. With a long exhale, and the pause happened, and not another breath after that point. And so I close my eyes and I see Babaji Krishna, who we happen to be channeling this evening, come down an escalator to me, and I hand him Chloe and her leash. And Babaji Krishna takes Chloe up the escalator stairs, up, 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 up. And then I don't see them anymore. And I felt very blessed that it was Babaji that came for my dog to take her to the astral. And I felt very blessed to have witnessed her passing and to be there with her. It is very deeply meaningful and such a beautiful experience to have. Sad afterwards? Yes, because I missed her presence in the house. Joyous for her that she was moving on. Now I'm going to focus on Babaji. That is a very typical and well said experience of someone's passing, be it an animal or a human. Granted, there are many different ways on the outside in the body of reasons why people lose their body and move into the astral. In this video, we're going to discuss some basic things that happen for everyone. Upon your last breath, we will admit that there can be a little discomfort if you're holding on and you're not embracing the experience. At some point, you do take your last breath, and you're very accustomed to breathing, and you want to take another breath, but there isn't one to be had. If you have meditated and learned relaxation techniques, this would be a very good time to practice those. For others, and how I recommend your last breath to be. Just do a nice long sigh. Ah. And there's an enjoyment at the end of the sigh before you take your next breath. You can do it right now. Just a long, oh. That's how I recommend your last breath being. Do not fight it. Do not resist. Just accept and know. Oh, what an incredible journey you have ahead of you. So, The last breath happens, and you feel from the point between the eyebrows, which we talk about a lot in this class, you feel an incredible suction and a pulling up, up, up. Then all of your energy comes into your astral spine and starts moving up, 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 and you exit out through your third eye and you rise up, up, up. Many people who have had past life experiences or near death experiences say they were hovering over the hospital room. They could see their body laying down below. They could see all the people in the room and the nurses and the doctors in the hospital. You have a grand view of where you have just left. From here, though, a grand big tunnel of light opens up for you and it calls you to come into it. We recommend you moving into the light and into the tunnel and not resisting it. You'll step into the tunnel of light and it pulls you into its tunnel with rings of golden light. You move quickly through different chapters of your life. You will see scenes and stories from your life flash by you, flash by you. A scene. Let them all come. Let them flash by. Let them come. Let them go. Do not get stuck in any of the stories. You'll move through many stories as you continue into the tunnel. You will hear the most beautiful sound ever, the sound of Om, ringing and resonating throughout your whole being and throughout the whole tunnel of light. You will ascend and you do not feel alone. Although you are alone in the tunnel, you do not feel alone. You feel supported. You feel God's presence in many forms at the end of the tunnel, drawing you and calling you and lifting you up, up, up through all of the rings of light. You see at some point that the bright light opens up even further and you step off and out of the tunnel. And here you arrive in the most beautiful place you can ever imagine. Whatever place on earth or environment on earth, like the forest, waterfalls, the ocean, beautiful grass meadows filled with wildflowers, whatever places on earth you found most calming, most enticing, most beautiful, that's where you land. You will be greeted by some astral beings If you have a guru, they will greet you there and they will introduce you to the astral beings that are going to help you and oversee you for a little while in this beautiful paradise. This place where you land is an in between state. You haven't gone completely into the astral. It's a landing in between state. In Catholicism, it's called purgatory. It's a place to rest, absorb, and acclimate to being without a body. It's a place to rest and retreat. You are given, as we said, an environment there that tickles your fancy. Be it the ocean, you would have a little cabana, perhaps, to rest in. Anything that God knows that is going to help you with this adjustment. You rest, you enjoy nature, you recuperate from the experience you just had, you integrate. After some time, there is no set amount of time that you stay here, but you're not at the final place yet. And some are so content, perhaps, of being here in this beautiful, beautiful environment. And perhaps they don't have a lot of faith. Perhaps they're very afraid about what might happen next. They can stay in this place and not move on, but the goal is to move on from the in between state. Also, in this in between state is when you can, in your astral body, go back to earth and visit your family and friends and say goodbye to them and tell them how much you love them. There are many stories of people on earth having been visited by their recently deceased family member or friend. This is a time where you can go and see them, and they can pick up on your vibration. Often they're thinking about you anyway because they have learned that you've just passed. And so you go and you tell them all your gratitude and how much you love them. And you say goodbye. Some feel that you are there, some don't. But in a way, you just know that you did what you felt was right to do. And then you go in your consciousness back to the beautiful in between world. And after some time, Jesus resurrected after 3 days. That's a good standard to go by. You move into a second tunnel of light. This tunnel will open up for you when you're ready and you're willing. When you've gotten to the point where you're like, okay, this is beautiful, but I know that there's a little bit more. A second beautiful tunnel, beautiful absorbing light opens up for you. And you walk in, and this tunnel is less defined. The walls are less defined. You just zoom up, 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 and it feels so good, so loving. Unconditional love is surrounding you without and within. And this incredible magnetic pull rising you higher and higher and higher. And at the end of this tunnel, you step out, and here you are now in the official astral heaven. Here, those closest to you that are in the astral are there to greet you. Could be your parents, your grandparents, your guru, your Yogananda, your Jesus, your Buddha, your Kuan Yin, whomever it is, they are there for you, along with so many others. It is this huge, huge welcoming home party, a beautiful reunion. You see old friends that you haven't seen in so long. You hug, you embrace, you recognize everyone, and you recognize their heart soul qualities, not their ego, not any stories that happened between you, good or bad, just pure heart, love, and connection. This welcoming home union can have thousands of people there wanting to greet the newly welcomed child back home. Or it might be just a few. Depends on your personality, on what would be most comfortable for you, and how long this reunion, and meeting everybody lasts is also up to you. It could last many astral days, or it could be a short time. Depends. But it happens. And you feel so welcomed home. So much love, so much peace and joy beyond anything you can even imagine. But let's keep imagining how great it can be. After this event, your astral friends need to return back to their assignments, and you then get some time one on one with God in any form that resonates most with you. It might be Jesus. It might be Yogananda. Whomever you're closest to, whomever you prayed to, they will be there for you. And you know it's God behind that form. And you meet and you talk and you share. And they give you the big picture of your whole life as one big download into your consciousness. And instantly you understand everything, all those questions you had. Why did this happen in my life, God? All the questions answered instantly. You know now why you had all those experiences. You can see how they made you a better person in the long run. You can see how they made you stronger, more forgiving, more wise, more loving. And you are so grateful and so oh, full of understanding, wisdom, love, joy, all the things you sought for on earth, you now have in the astral, inside of you. You bask in this for quite some time, and you continue all of your time in the astral, gaining even more. As if you thought it couldn't get any better, you gain more wisdom, more unconditional love, more joy, more bliss. After some time, you meet with a council, and together with the council, you decide what you're going to do in the astral. This is not a time of judgment, just a time of your deep heart's desire in a way to serve others comes true. You are assigned your family and you join them in serving other souls in some profound way. We're going to end here, a great place to end. And there are other exceptions and things that can happen, but this is the typical standard experience. And this is the experience we want all of you to project into your future, to have, to hold, and to experience. Okay. Now we are going to guide you even deeper into having the experience of moving through the tunnel of light. Close your eyes, sit upright, take in a nice few deep breaths, breathing deep, deep, deep into your lungs, and exhale with a big sigh. And inhale, breathing deep into your lungs, and exhale with a big sigh. You are in a chamber. You are in a cylinder. It could be like a manhole, and it has a ladder in it. And it is very tall. And up, way up high, there is an incredible light. It's all the light of the third eye, the outer golden ring, the blue ring, and the silver intense center of radiant light. You take a step up, and your head moves into the spiritual eye. And you take another step, and your neck moves in to the spiritual eye. And you take another step, and your heart and chest area moves up into the loving, supportive, life-giving spiritual eye. And you take another step up, and your whole stomach and organs and lumbar move up, up, up into the spiritual eye. And you continue, and your lower torso moves up into the incredible light of the eye. And you take a few more steps up, and your legs and feet are all now up into the eye. It feels so amazing and quite familiar to you. You are embraced in light from head to toe, through every cell and fiber of your being. Drink it in and feel this. And from above, you move into a decompression chamber. And in this chamber all of your cells, all of your muscles, all of your form is being changed into an astral form. Just breathe, relax, and let your cells change. They become more vibrant, more awake, more alive than ever before. You stay in the decompression chamber for a while, and then you realize that you have a hot snowsuit on, and you unzip it all the way down and step out of it, and you leave that hot suit behind you on the floor of the chamber. You are now light and free, and you float up, up, up into a beautiful tunnel of light, ascending faster and faster and faster. And you see on the walls around you scenes from your life, the good, the bad, the indifferent. And the scenes come and go and come and go very fast. But you stay focused on moving up, up, up through all the rings of light, listening to the beautiful, magical sound of Om. And at the top, you'd step out and you are greeted by an angel. And the angel says, "You have arrived in the in-between. This is a place of rest and retreat and acclimation. Would you like to stay here, or would you like to continue on to the astral heavens?" And you look around and you appreciate how beautiful it is. And you tell the angel, "I want to move on." And so she opens up a door for you, and you move into another beautiful tunnel of light with golden rings all around. And you shoot so fast through this tunnel, experiencing all of its beauty, as if you're shooting out into far space. There is a magnetic pull guiding your light body upward, upward, upward. And with each upward movement, you feel more and more higher, more intense, more loving vibration throughout your whole being. And you see that the tunnel ends, and you move quickly to where it ends, and you step out. And there you see all of your family and friends who have gone before you. They all come and rush and hug you and greet you and welcome you home. And then you turn and you see your guru. And you get to hug them and look deep into their eyes. and know for 100%, you know for sure you are now with them. And you feel in your heart of hearts that you are 100% basking in God's oneness with Him, with all your loved ones, with your Guru, and with yourself. And from this beautiful place now, we will meditate silently for a few minutes. Dear ones, practice going into the astral often, so when your time comes, it will be very easy for you and very familiar and a joyous, loving experience to look forward to. God bless you. The Spirit in me embraces the Spirit in you.